Hello, what is up, people of Tube, and welcome to my showcase of my Batman v Superman figures. Just stop. Hello, what is up, people of Tube? This is Darren Customs, and today I have my showcase for Captain America, not officially called 3, Civil War. Now, I have worked so long on these figures. Maybe not as long as some other people, because I tend to get figures done a bit faster. I don't know why. Guess maybe because they're total crap. That might be part of it. But anyways, I thought I'd bring you this showcase on the actual release of the movie instead of when on my usual showcase schedule. By the way, I'm going back to weekly videos. Don't worry. Right now I'm debating with myself whether to go back to weekly videos or, because of like, 1 or 2 minifigure showcase, because that's not too difficult. Having this kind of showcase is difficult, which I'm going to do another one of those in like a month on my X-Men Apocalypse figures. By the way, here's a quick preview of that. Hello. So yeah, that's all you're getting so far, because I finish minifigures like really weirdly. But anyways, this is about Captain America Civil War, not X-Men Apocalypse, which for some reason I'm just as excited for, but nonetheless, Captain America Civil War. I don't want to waste your time anymore. Let's get right into the showcase. Alright, let's jump right into the showcase with we're going to start with Team Cap and then go to Team Iron Man. So here we have Captain America himself, Steve Rogers. And what I did for this figure, I just took a LEGO Officials version, took off the head because like we're not using that. And then what I did, I took an Ultron helmet, which I also used for Crossbones. Just a quick thing of him. I used a head, like Ultron drone head, and then I send off the little nose on the front, as you can see. Focus, please. Do my bidding. Do my bidding and focus. There we go. Yeah, so, then I painted the strap and modeled on the sides so that it looked like Captain America's helmet. Now, I was thinking about using an Ultron cowl, in fact, Flash cowl I meant. In fact, I have one right here. And I was thinking about using it, but then I just decided not to. So, of course, there's the shield. I just took LEGO Officials and put some weathering on it. I painted some details on the arms, some dark blue with light blue outlining and just the red marks. Red boot, the brown boots with red stripes on it, some red stripes, bunch of stuff. Took the red off the torso and the back, and you can see there's a bit of failed silver on the back, but like, I'm just gonna look at the back of Captain America's shield. It's not what you're supposed to pay attention to. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for Cap. I'm going to try and finish this fast. Alright, next up on Team Cap, we have the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. Don't know exactly what he's going to be called in the movie. Just seems like Captain America's calling him Bucky. So, he's still the Winter Soldier. He's got that Winter Soldier look. Now, I fully painted the face except for the eyes. And I modeled these, the gun holster, and all the stuff going around to the back. All that stuff sticking out, I modeled that. I just took basic black and made some gray lines. It's, gonna be honest, it's pretty half-assed. Some of the figures in here are kind of half-assed so that I could have the figures in the showcase. So I'm sorry if they're not the best, but they're fine, in my opinion. Anyways, I did spray paint the arm silver, and painted a bunch of lines on it. I think it looks very good. I never did get my hands on the Bucky from the Civil War set, so yeah. Also, I have a Brick Warriors pistol for him, which I think is like the best version of this type of pistol, because it is so detailed. Very, very cool. And yeah, I'd suggest you get it, because it's awesome. And yeah, pretty much it. Let's move on to Falcon. Alright, next up, we have Falcon. Captain America's second best friend. Yeah. Win Falcon. So anyways, what I did for this figure was I used Lego Officials head, and I actually did use their wings. Don't kill me for that. But I did repaint them, of course, with all the details that you see. I modeled my own jetpack. I think that looks very cool. And unlike what everyone was saying to do for Falcon and Baron Mordo, who I'm working on right now, from Doctor Strange, I did not use this hairpiece. I think their hair is very short, like very, very short. So, but it does work for someone like Finn, or let's say like Sam Jackson in Pulp Fiction. It does not work for me. It just doesn't work for Falcon. It works on Lego Officials version because they can't really do anything else. But yeah. So I did paint all the details on the legs. I used the Brick Arms Uzis, painted all the details, modeled on the arms. I did repaint some stuff on the Lego head, like around the goggles. And of course I had to lose the other side of the head because of obvious reasons. Gray boots all around. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Falcon. Let's move on to Ant-Man. So if you look on my Flickr and Instagram, you might know that I was one of the first ones. I can't say the first one because I don't definitively know if I am. I was one of the first ones to ever make an Ant-Man custom. So, Civil War Ant-Man, to correct myself. Now, that led to this figure going through a lot of changes, like between the photo that I posted on Flickr and Instagram and the finished product, which you see before you. If you get, I'll have a link to the Ant-Man photo in the description. Now, the things that I did keep from the original were pretty much the legs and the arms, and the back. That's it. Otherwise, this figure completely changed. I completely redid the helmet, the torso, the front of the torso, and yeah, so I did put a lot of work into this figure, and so I hope you guys really do like it, because I like it as well, assuming that you do like it. What I did for it, I modeled a bit onto the head of the regular Ant-Man helmet. I modeled, of course, the vents going to this thing right here. And the reason why I did the thing on the head was because this helmet is pretty big. It's a pretty big helmet. So, yeah. Don't have to really explain myself anymore. Also filled in the gap with modeling clay. Everyone does that, so it's not that unusual. Let's just move on to someone. You'll see. Alright, so after that bit of mystery, now you know that the next figure up in this showcase is Scarlet Witch. I'm so mysterious, aren't I? I'm weird, I know. So anyways, this figure, I did have to make some choices with this figure, like using a trench coat, because this hair I had to sand down the sides a ton, by the way, fully painted hair, to make it like match up with the, to make it actually let the trench coat be wearable. So, I used this just basic angry face. It's from on the Wonder Woman figure. I got pink discs for her, and she actually has painted hands. So how I got her to hold the discs is I got like small transparent red rods, put them in her hands, and then put the discs on it. So yeah, she's like fully painted besides the face. Painted the arms, cut up the trench coat myself, using just paper, printer paper, and painted little boot lines. So yeah, that's it for Scarlet Witch. Let's move on to Hawkeye. So now we got Hawkeye. Now, this figure sort of just came out of nowhere. Sorry, I'm adjusting the background right now, because I don't care. Now this figure, I didn't expect to be working on him so hard, because it looks like he's got a pretty basic outfit in the movie, but if you look at like Hot Toys pictures and concept art, it's a pretty complicated costume because it's all tactical, which is fun to paint. So I have the purple on it. The reason why I highlighted the purple is because I like comics purple Hawkeye. Love for the purple. And yeah, so I've got purple on the boots, gray lines everywhere, little holster for like a gun or something on the side. I have what I did, this is like right when I got Procreate, so I modeled on the strap he has on his torso. I feel it looks very, very cool. I just used a basic Lego bow and had the string put on it. Quiver, basic Lego quiver with paint on it. And I did not use the basic Lego Hawkeye head. I painted my own and used the sleepyhead hair. So yeah, all details on this are painted. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, is that it for Team Cap? That is it for Team Cap. Let's move on to Team Iron Man. Alright, next up we have Tony Stark himself, the Iron Man, in his Mark 46 suit, which we all believed to be the Bleeding Edge suit. Turns out it's not. It's not a spoiler for the movie. I haven't seen it. It's just common knowledge. It just looks like another Iron Man suit. Nonetheless, I put as much work into it as I would any other figure. So what I did was I took one of the space armor things, like the space thing it was from Minifigure Series 3. Just search up Minifigure Series 3. He's one of the highlighted figures in it. He's got a gray armor. You can find it easily. Anyways, what I did was, as you can see on War Machine, there's like this thing in the back that I used to my advantage on War Machine, but not Iron Man. What I did for Iron Man, just knocked something, was I took the back of a Brick Warriors Spartan armor and modeled it onto the back so that it looked good. Now, that did cause me to not really look at any photos of the back, not that there were very many, because I was limited by what was on the Spartan armor, but I like it. It looks good. And this is about, like, the best Iron Man figure I've made. But that's not saying much. So, yeah, I fully painted this figure besides the gold on the front of the mask. Besides that, everything is painted. So, yeah. Painted every little detail, all the glowing marks on him. The gunmetal, the gold. I do believe, take off the helmet, Tony Stark, nothing special. So yeah, that's it for Iron Man. Let's move on to the rest of Team Stark. So now we got James Rhodes for War Machine. Stop focusing on that face. Do I seriously have to do this? Alright, so we got James Rhodes, aka War Machine. And what can I put over this to fix it? That is not a face. Look. Thank you, camera. Oh god, that's so terrible. So anyways, this figure, like Iron Man, uses the Space Police torso, as I said earlier, and I didn't model on the arms to give him a bit of bulk. I modeled the gun on his shoulder, and I was contemplating doing the other thing on his shoulder, I forget what it was, it shoots like missiles or something. And the stick he has, the Bugswatter 3000. But I just decided against it because I'm lazy. I'm a lazy ass. That's what I am. Anyways, I could just take off the helmet for War Machine, which is actually kind of difficult since it's a pretty sturdy helmet. And you have James Rhodes' head. I don't currently have a hairpiece, since that hairpiece is being used in a figure for X-Men Apocalypse. So, just gonna put the helmet back on now. It was a pain to find this in my drawers, because I only have one. So yeah, fully painted, like 100%. All the gray lines, all of everything. I extended the torso with a Rocket Raccoon tail piece, except I took off the actual tail. And that's just a quick thing on how to extend torsos, because you can see for this work in progress Apocalypse, there's that red band. Yeah, that's a Rocket Raccoon thing, so. Yeah, it's good for extending torso. So that's it for War Machine. Next up, we have the King of Wakanda himself, the Black Panther. Now, this figure turned out a lot better than I thought it would, because I thought I would totally fail and have the crappiest Black Panther figure ever. Turns out it isn't the Black Panther figure that's the worst, it's the Black Widow. As you'll see later. It's not a very good figure. Or Vision. Vision is pretty bad. So anyways, I'm very proud of this figure. And by the way, that background is from Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It's Wakanda in it, so I thought I wouldn't use another generic airport battles background, because I actually have to reuse some. If you notice throughout the showcase, I do reuse some, because he can't find that many photos to put his backgrounds. Like, come on, guys, it's a ton of figures. Cut some slack. So anyways, I use a basic Batman cowl, like the old one, like not this new one. Like, here's an example of the new one, the new 52 one. That was a bad example. That's, yeah. So I sanded down the ears on the old one, modeled on it, and yeah, just painted. Everything else is paint, just paint. Not a lot of modeling besides the head. So this figure, kind of self-explanatory. I'm very proud of it, and I hope you guys like it, because it's one of my favorites. Let's move on to Spider-Man. Alright, so here we go with Spider-Man. So I thought for this background, I'd use a New York skyline, because, well, that's where Spider-Man hangs out. And so I thought, why not use that as the background. So this Spider-Man figure fully painted by me. I painted the web shooters on the side of the hands, all the red, the little web capsules, black lines, the webbing. Also, as you can see, zoom in, and it can focus. Not sure it can focus in on that, but there is the spider symbol there, which actually, unlike the other Spider-Man symbols, which has the legs directly connecting in with the torso of the spider, it actually has the webs sort of disconnected. The legs. What am I saying? I'm just thinking about webs right now. So yeah. What I did for the legs, I used the Superman legs from the Batman v Superman big set, so that I wouldn't have to paint any more red. Shout out to Yale for that. Again, link will be in the description to his channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Time for the most half-assed figure you'll ever see from me. I'm gonna put. I didn't put much effort into this figure, to be honest, you guys. I did work on him, and I worked on him hard. It sounded weirdly sexual. I'm very sorry. But I did work on him I worked on him hard, but couldn't get my hands on that sand green torso, so I did have to settle for the dark green of Age of Ultron. Yeah, the helmet. Let's just stop looking at the cape. It looks like total crap, I know. Let's just look at the head. I painted the yellow thing. I choose a different color palette for the torso. All that's painted. The head is the LEGO official. Let's just move on to Black Widow. A reused shot. Anyways, here's Black Widow from Civil War, of course. I don't really know where I'm going with this part of the showcase. I just wanted this to be over with. I've recorded too much of this, so let's just get it over with. Anyways, it's all fully painted except for the head. I used a LEGO Friends headpiece, cut off the front and modeled a little bit on the front, painted it. My own color, skin tone, the little red room symbol on her torso. By the way, that's the Claire face from Jurassic World. Fully painted. Yep. Got her stingers on the side. She's gonna shoot some people with. Bravo to me. So that's a great way to end the showcase. Let's go to the end. Let's just thank you all for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment below what you thought of the figures. Your opinion really helps me out. And your thoughtful criticism. Please, if you want to say these figures are bad and you hate them, it's completely fine. At least justify your answer. Just like for the record. Yeah, I can receive criticism. It's fine. So yeah, that's the showcase. Hope you guys liked it. I've been working a really long time on these figures, so I really do hope you guys appreciate them as much as I do. And by the way, Crossbones is a figure that probably will never be made. Well, actually, as you can see, I got quite a bit of progress done, but it's a figure that's probably never going to be finished. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. Legos shuffling in the background because I am so professional, quote unquote. And yeah, that's it. Subscribe! Civil War!